Right, like right now we are live right now. There is 0 people.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Don't point it at us.
This will be the comments right here.
Why are you pointing at us? Oh my God! My husband says you're not live.
But you kind of wanna see the comments, to be honest. Now, if you want to pause it, right? Let's say, hey, we're gonna say something and we want them to hear. Click here, and then the micro. Yeah, now they can hear us. Excellent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, what time is it, you guys?
I think
1 minute till.
Yeah.
Then we can just leave it
Goodbye.
open. Okay. So the first things that we want to do is that we will start with a tour of the place. We'll tour the facilities. We can do a little quick tour from the outside, like that driveway. And then we go in. We start touring everywhere. You guys can show us around. That'd be great. Or not.
Bye.
And yes, or Anaya could show us around, right? Do we have anyone in there yet?
3.
Okay, nice. So, hey everyone, my name is Santi. I think it's already 12, right? Perfect. So my name is Santi Arsenault. I am the assistant flight director for APUS mission. I'm mentoring our great flight director, which is Andrea. She's not here, but I'm representing Andrea for this mission. We have the crew ready and go for the 12:30 ingress schedule Central Time. But we'll go ahead and get you guys ready with a tour of the facilities and show you guys around, because this is a new facility that ARC is evaluating. So this is the first time that an ARC crew will be here in this specific habitat, in this analog. So that's also really good stuff. But let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, our cameraman today is Dr. Miller. So everyone say hi to Dr. Miller. There you go. She will be helping us today with the audio, all right? So anyway, we can go ahead and we'll show them around the outside real quick. See how it looks from the outside. There you go. Nothing too fancy, just that's the outside, that's how it looks. And yes, so we'll go ahead and show you guys how the inside looks like, how the living quarters will look like, and the kitchen and the lab. Wait, alrighty, we have here crew commander, Courtney. Please, everyone, say hi to Courtney.
Hi,
This
everybody.
will be our crew commander for APUS mission. How are you, Courtney?
I'm good. Adjusting to the cold because it is very cold, but each day that passes, it gets a little better.
Tell us where you're from, Courtney.
I am from a small town in Georgia called Noonan. And it's a little bit south of Atlanta.
Okay, perfect. So the cold is...
It's a brand new adventure.
It's chilly. It's
Mhm.
chilly. Nice. Okay. What are your expectations for this mission and for the crew?
Well, there's a lot of expectations. The 2 biggest ones is to evaluate the HAB and see how we do as a crew inside the HAB, and give our opinions and viewpoints as to how efficient it is to be used for an analog mission. The second personal expectation for myself and the crew, is to see how we work together as a team, because each one of us has different opinions and viewpoints that are going to be imperative in the evaluation of this facility and being used as an analog.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. Now, will you show us around?
Sure, absolutely.
Perfect. Let's get started with the lab.
So down here, we have our laboratory. I guess you call it science module. Right here in this section, we are growing microgreens that we will use for consumption later.
Mm-hmm.
If we move a little further down here, we have mushrooms
Yes.
that are growing in this wonderful grow tent.
Excited.
It is, because I love mushrooms.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to having some actual organic matter that we can add to our food and just kind of see how.
So you guys will be eating this mushrooms.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes,
Nice.
so we'll be eating the microgreens and the mushrooms. other parts of the lab. We've got
Yes.
some equipment that we've used over here. Rachel, our wonderful radiocom person, she will be evaluating mostly our communications and how well it works throughout the habitat, as well as on EVAs when we go out and see how far we can get from this particular location and other parts of the language village.
Yes.
So,
Awesome.
yeah. And over here is the
We'll get back to you in a
main,
minute, Rachel.
is the main living area.
Yes.
This is probably where we will be spending a lot of time. We have our communications over here, exercise area is over here. And we have our lovely little setup that we will use to
Yoga.
evaluate the activities that we do throughout the day, like if we need to change things, add things, if we have other activities that we need to add to our daily task list and things like that.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, this is the place where mostly, of the crew will spend the day most of the time. So this is where, they will, eat, chat,
Yeah.
because the lab is right next to this place as well. So they will spend a lot of time in this place. The communication channels is also over there. Yes, and we also have some yoga mats. Right?
Yep.
That we want to show you guys that as well.
Yoga mats, free weights.
Yes.
Our little exercise area. We've already kind of got laid out and ready to go.
Yes.
We are going to be participating in different exercise programs and creating them as we go along throughout the mission.
Now, what about this? What is this? Could you please show us what this is so we can explain to families
So
and the group?
this is a map of the areas that we're in, specifically the Waldsee area, and we're going to be using this to kind of evaluate and see how far we can get from BioHouse, which is right here, and our EVAs will be conducted around this area, but we're going to see if we can go a little further.
And explore. Yeah.
Just see how long how long we can last out there in the cold. So.
What is your estimate of being outside? Do you think, what's the maximum time that you think you could handle being outside?
So each of us are acclimated to the cold differently.
Yes.
I am not.
Right.
So my time outside is very limited. Rachel, who's been to Antarctica, she is like, hey, let's go as far as we can, however long it takes. So we're still kind of adjusting to the cold, and I'm sure as the mission goes on, we will, the times will get longer and longer. So
yes.
right now, I am the one that is not acclimated to the cold, but everybody else is doing pretty well.
You will get there though.
Yes.
After a week you're here, you
Yeah.
think you'll make it. But let's jump to the kitchen. We want to show you guys how the kitchen looks like. Okay, so here's the kitchen. It's a quite nice sized kitchen. The crew will be cooking their their food here. Everything has to be prepped, right? It has to be cooked. There's nothing already cooked for them. They have to do their own cooking. So I see that we're already working on something. So if you could tell us what you guys are working on for
So
lunch.
our other crew member, Adenaya, she is working on black beans, rice. What else
Yes.
do you have in here?
Here we go. This is the chef for today, and she will tell us. This is Ava Nadia. Say hi to the camera.
Hi everyone. I'm preparing our first meal once we enter the hab. After ingress, we're gonna have a casserole of protein, and that's going to be beans and a soy-based protein with rice and freeze-dried vegetables along with some seasoning. And that's because most of what we're taking to space is not going to have animal products, because regardless of what you've seen on Firefly, there are no cows in space. And so most of our foodstuffs are going to be something that we can try to imitate what goes to space or what can be had in a early settlement or colony situation, which is going to be something that can be set up or taken very easily in storage. And so that's going to be very light, no liquids, and something that can either be produced by ourselves or processed very easily. And so these are our equipment and our foodstuffs that we have.
Show us around.
We have dry goods, powdered everything. Proteins are going to be soy and beans for the most part, some tofu, and we have dried peanut butter. We have freeze-dried vegetables, freeze-dried soy strips. We have powdered, of course, wheat, flour, sugar, the instant mashed potatoes, which is basically powdered potatoes. And of course our seasonings, and we're going to mix and match all of that to make wonderful, tasty meals for 10 days. Hopefully we don't have riots during that process.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Anaya. Now we will jump into the living quarters. That's a very exciting part. So let's jump. We have another crew member here. Her name is Maya.
My name is Maya. I'm very excited to be here.
Where are you from, Maya?
Originally from Belarus, but I lived in Germany, and you know we're living in the language villages, so knowing German is quite helpful here.
That's nice.
Yeah, but right now I'm currently residing in New Jersey, so I'm a little bit acclimated to the cold.
Nice. Well, today, what we want to do today in this live is that we want you to show us your living quarters where you're going to be sleeping for this couple of days. So please
Guys, should
show
follow
us.
this way.
Yeah, let's go.
So we're gonna come downstairs over here. All the lights in this house are automatic, so they turn on and off based on movement. Come down this way. And these are our living quarters. We have
Lovely.
4 bunk beds set for 4 of us. Still unpacking a little bit. And then we shut that window down so it can get quite dark in here without the lights.
Right. Nice. Could you show us yours?
Mine?
Yeah. You can
So
show
this
your
is
family.
mine.
Yes.
This is my living quarters. I put up a blanket over here because I like a little bit of privacy, you know.
Perfect,
I took
yeah.
the idea from her.
Love that. Love the idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have my little nightstand over here, you know, where I can put my glasses and things like that.
I'm assuming this is your closet.
Yeah, this is my closet. Don't look at it too much. Yeah, but that's my closet.
Good.
Except that part.
Right.
Alright. Now I'm gonna show you guys the bathroom.
Yes. Let's
And-
start with the bathroom.
Yeah. So this is a German kind of based house. So our bathroom and our showers are separated, which, you know, can be unusual for some people. You know,
Yeah.
they haven't experienced that before.
That's true.
But this is the shower that we have here. We're only going to be using one shower for this mission. And then we also have an area that also comes with a shower, but it's mostly for washing up, like washing clothes or if we need to clean anything. It's going to be in here. And then I'm going to show you guys
The other bathroom. Yeah.
the other bathrooms. Alright, so this is the other bathroom. As you can see, there's a sign right there to please wash your hands, and it's all in German. Alright.
Perfect. Now,
Yeah.
so that is it for the living quarters and the bathroom situations at the hub. Let us know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and we'll definitely answer those questions for you guys. Now, let's check the IVA, which will be the section where the crew will be going out during the EVA missions. Those are scheduled to happen almost every day while they're going to be here. So we'll show you guys how that's set up for you. So
Very exciting. This is the most exciting part.
yes.
Alright, so coming in, this is going to be our little station. We have our suits, helmets, everything's laid out nicely. We have, oh, careful. We have the lights, radio, GPS tracker, and then we also have an array of snow boots and
Yes.
snowshoes. You can see these ones, they come with spikes over here, so that's going to be very useful. And we also have our own individual cubbies that we put our gloves in and masks to go outside in. So yeah.
Could you show us which is your suit?
So we're gonna be using all of them. It's not like, you know, this one's mine and
Right.
then this one's someone else's.
Okay.
But they are sized. So there's a small, medium, and large, as well as the helmets, you know, so that everyone can fit in. And the shoes are labeled as well. Interesting fact about the shoes, you can see the colors, and each color corresponds to the size. So actually the wavelength of the color corresponds to
Right.
the size. So that's a nice fact over here. But yeah.
What is your
this it.
favorite thing about the actual snowsuit?
My favorite thing that
Yeah.
it keeps me warm.
Okay.
Because it's very cold out here. I think yesterday was like what, -20.
Yeah, I was around that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it has been on the negative since the past week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
And I love these boots because they keep my feet warm, and I know I'm not gonna get sick from going outside.
Now, what is the least thing that you like about these snowsuits?
Not about the snowsuits, but maybe I kind of like everything.
Okay.
Maybe just the helmets, because we still have to figure out how to make them not fog up over here on the top. But everything else is fine, you know. I'm enjoying everything.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's go back because we're going to interview all the crew members. We're going to ask them a couple of questions. So let's get back to it. Okay. Yes. We will start with Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah, okay, so Rachel is a crew member for this APUS mission. Please introduce yourself to the camera. How are you, Rachel?
Hi, I'm Rachel Jones, Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Lima Charlie.
Where are you from, Rachel?
All over. I grew up a military brat and I'm now a military wife.
Love that. What are your expectations for this mission?
Really, I want to prepare this habitat for future missions. So I am focused on technology and on communications. One of my goals is to see what free frequencies, that means the frequencies that anyone can use, how well the radios do with those. I'm also going to try out GMRS, which is another type of frequency licensing, but my ultimate goal is to have this habitat use amateur radio. So that would be each crew member actually get their amateur radio license in order to safely and effectively utilize comms.
Awesome. Could you tell us a little bit about your experience with analogs?
So I've done a few different analogs. I've done the Mars Desert Research Station and with Project Possum, and then I've also done a Jules Undersea Lab with a University of North Dakota's Aero program. So
Awesome. Do you guys have any questions for Rachel? Would you like to send your family a message?
I don't know about a message for my family because I'm hoping my husband is knowing how much I love him, but for all the amateur radio enthusiasts, 73s, hope you have a great field day right now.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. Now let's jump with Ava and Ian. We want to ask you a couple of questions, a quick interview. Please, I think you already introduced yourself to the camera. Please tell us where you're from, what's your background looking like.
All right, I'm originally from North Carolina, but then I moved to California about 10 years ago. My background is in space studies. I actually recently graduated from APUS, moving on to my PhD. Just started this semester, actually.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I also am very into plants and closed loop food research as well.
I'm actually excited to be doing work both with the plants and the food. And if you come over here, we did start the microgreens. I know you guys saw the outside, but I wanted to show you that our microgreens are really taking off. This is just our first experiment. So we just planted these just the other day. So they are just really starting to grow, and we're really excited to be
That's really good.
That's they're just really excited. So we're hoping to have fun with this because, you know, being that this is a brand new facility and our main objective is to evaluate the facility itself, we're really going to have fun with this one. So we're going to just, you know, explore what we can do with it. It's not all about, you know, the precision and the data. So I'm going to have fun with this experiment.
I'm really excited about that. Because as you mentioned, it's not only evaluating the actual analog, but we're also doing, you know, like the mushroom, we're also doing these microgreens. So that is also good stuff. Are you currently working on any type of research on your own?
For my own research, actually, I am going to use ARG a little bit, but not for this particular mission.
Right.
For my personal research, I will be using ARG as a leadership experiment in the future for strategy and organizational leadership.
Wow.
So yeah, in the future, I will be hopefully developing strategic options. But that will be in the future, at least a couple of years.
Nice. Well, that sounds like a plan. And would you send a message to your family?
Hi guys,
They're watching,
it's going to be a long time, about 10 days before I see you again.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we're going to miss each other. But it's going to be very cold here.
Yes.
California is going to be about 55 degrees. We're going to be in the negatives here, but I'm sure everybody's going to just, you know, be really jealous of me here.
Anything else you would like to add or tell the camera?
No, we're gonna have fun here. I'm sure we're gonna enjoy it a lot.
Yes.
Together.
Honestly, well, let's go to the next crew member. That will be our crew commander, Courtney. We'll ask her a couple of questions as well. Let's go. Courtney.
Hi.
Well, you guys already know Courtney. We're gonna just do a quick interview. Read a couple questions. Let's get started with, how do you feel about the research that we're doing with the analog, right? What kind of information, you know, are you trying to, you know, gather, or the data? What are your goals?
So, like I said earlier, the biggest goal for this mission is to evaluate this facility as well as the area around it to determine whether or not it's going to be good for an analog and potential multiple analogs. Some of the information that we're kind of hoping to get is, do the crew quarters work out? Or do they need to be changed?
Yes.
Is it confined? How does it work with the temperature? Kind of things like that. And our goals mostly are going to be just really to live in the hab and just try out every single room, see what we think about it. And like I said, we all have different viewpoints, so it's going to be very interesting when we all do come together and talk about what we think about the hab as a whole and individually, because each of us have different backgrounds too.
Yep.
So that's going to be very, very interesting to see when we do sit down and talk about it.
Are you working in any research of your own at the moment?
My area of expertise is exercise science. So my background is mostly working with the EVA suits and researching how the astronaut will fatigue. If they fatigue quickly, is there certain muscle groups that are affected by that? That's my background.
How do you feel about the EVA suits? Because I know that's mainly your background. How do you feel about this specific snow suits?
I think they're very well put together. I think there was a lot of attention to detail put into it, and I think it's very well thought out. I know that we have already gone into them just to try them on and see how they fit, and it's worked out very well. And I think it's going to be very fun, but also it's going to bring in a lot of data when we do EVAs.
Yes, that's true. And just so you guys know, because we want to touch base on the living quarters, we show you guys the living quarters downstairs. But could you tell us a little bit how we're going to switch that halfway through the mission? We're going to switch the living quarters to another location, which they all will be on the same floor. So could you tell us a little bit about that, and then we can show you guys what would be the new living quarters after halfway through the mission?
Sure. So right now we are on the, I guess you call it the second level of the hab, where we're sleeping, and we're all confined, sleeping in bunks in one room. We're also going to be using one bathroom, one shower, and halfway through the mission, we're going to come upstairs, and the rooms will be separate. There'll be 2 crew per room, and that's how our living quarters will be halfway through the mission. It'll be very interesting to see how we adjust
Yes.
halfway through.
And we can come real quick and show you guys how that looks like. Alrighty. So just so you guys know, this area is going to be shut down for that first half of the mission. So there's going to be no access to this area of the analog, but we can show them what it will look like. There's one bed here, one bed over here. So nice. Now let's get back to the main credits because we want to do an interview for our cameraman, Dr. Miller. Awesome. So let's get this. Would you mind?
Sure.
Thank you very much. So hey everyone, this is Dr. Miller, faculty at APUS. Please introduce yourself and tell us about you a little bit and your background.
Hi everybody. So I am the lead faculty advisor for the American Public University Systems Analog Research Group, ARG. And we have been a program for about a little over 6 years now, and we've done upwards of maybe 13 missions so far, and we're really excited to have the opportunity to evaluate and try out this habitat. We'll be the first crew ever to use this as an analog habitat, and we have a fantastic crew. As you know, you've just met them all, and they are amazing. Each of them has incredible strengths that are going to make this mission a success, and we're really lucky to have each of them on the mission. And very lucky for our wonderful mission planners, our assistant flight director, Santi, and our flight director, Andrea, who have set us up for success.
Thank you. What are your expectations for this mission?
So our main expectations, like you've heard about before, is that we're analyzing the different ways that this analog can be used, and our goal is to figure out what kind of research works best here, what kinds of configurations give you different feels as a group. Courtney has told us a little bit about how they're going to try out 2 different configurations, one where they only live upstairs, one where they only use one side of the habitat. We're going to see how those function, which one works better. We're also going to be trying to map out some EVA trails. The goal is to kind of figure out, create a really good evaluation that will allow us to provide information for future crews that will help with their planning in knowing what kind of research works best at the habitat and what kind of opportunities for research there are available here.
Yes, well, thank you very much again for everything and for being here and supporting the team.
Thank you.
Of course, hopefully you get home safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But anyways, what we're going to do now is that we're going to get the crew ready because we're going to start with the actual ingress, which is scheduled at 12:30 Central Time. I think we're really close to 12:30 now. So we'll get back to you guys in a minute. Just stand by for a couple of minutes and we'll show you guys the ingress.
And be sure that you guys are following ARG on all of our social media channels. And there's going to be some great updates and pictures shared throughout the mission, so we hope that you keep an eye out for that.
And for family members, make sure to communicate with your crew member through the APUS channel. And yes, stay up to date with that. And look for seeing you guys after that. But yeah, let's get that done. Like I said, just wait for you guys a couple minutes and we'll get started with that. Yes, guys.
Easy
There's
official card holder.
we'll be there in a
I am,
couple
okay.
minutes. Sound
But
is
you're doing a great job.
good now. Okay, everyone. Sound is on.
Let
Cameron's
us not
on.
walk out because otherwise we have to go
Oh,
around.
your husband Christopher? He just said something.
Hey, handsome.
Okay. Okay, you guys. So it's 12:30. Good luck, everyone. We love you guys.
Yeah, thank you for everything
You're
from
welcome.
me and the whole crew. Like all your help, all the sacrifices that you've made. Thank you so much.
Your boyfriend says hi.
Are so proud of each of you
Wait,
guys, and
my
we know
boyfriend.
you're
I
going
don't
to
have
do
a
amazing.
boyfriend. I'm my boyfriend.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone.
All right.
Wait, do I have a boyfriend now? Did I get a boyfriend by going on a mission?
I'm sorry, it's Maya.
Okay.
Your boyfriend says hi. I read it and I.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for y'all's help. We really appreciate it. It's been quite the adventure, I think. So, safe travels for both of you, and we'll see you in a few days.
Try.
Good luck, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Love you guys.
We're
Good
proud
luck.
of you.
Stay
Good
warm.
luck.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Okay, you guys, that's it. Bye, everyone.